Welcome guys, and it is LSHD Gaming here, and today I'm bringing you guys another review, and as you can tell by the title, it is the Lando Calrissian part issues 1 to 5 review. I've got them all in this graphic novel or trade paperback, whatever you want to call it. And yeah, I'm going to give my thoughts on it. I'm going to try and keep it as much spoiler free as is humanly possible. If I let a few things slip, I do apologise, but I won't give away the main gist. So first of all, let's start off with the artwork throughout the book. And it is absolutely fantastic. There's the issue 3 front cover on the right hand side. Wonderful designs, and the artwork is just fantastic throughout. You know, they really encapture what Lando Calrissian is within the artwork. It's a more cartoony version, but they definitely achieved that, and I really do think that really does add to the story, because when you're sat there and you're reading through the story and you're trying to picture Lando, you've got the image there in front of you, and it comes up and it really dives into almost having like a mini film in your head, and they've done a fantastic job of that. The colouring, the penmanship, it was just absolutely phenomenal. Now, the writing of this comic book, the pacing of it started off really slow, especially in issue 1. And then it started to pick up as the story evolved. And what I did like is for issue 1, 2, they left you on sort of a cliffhanger. And that really just made me want to read the next episode straight away. Issue 3 didn't leave you on a cliffhanger, but left you on a really good moment. And that's what I really like. All 5 of these issues left you at a point where you're like, oh, what happens next? Or, oh, wow, we're here. I wonder what could happen next. Like, it wasn't... There was always something. You're either thinking, oh, is that happening? Or is someone else happening? They tried to throw a few little twists off in there, and I like it. They definitely captured the character Lando Calrissian perfectly. I was worried that they wouldn't be able to capture his charm within the comic book. He is such a charismatic individual. I thought that you might physically need to see him in film or TV to fully appreciate him, but that wasn't actually the case. The more you read about it, the better this comic gets, because they really did capture it well. The only thing that took it away is they kept using the word brother. Now, I don't remember Lando actually using the word brother, or he may have done in the film, I don't know, but I don't recall it. Fortunately, it wasn't a recurring thing, like every time it wasn't like brother, brother. It wasn't like Hulkamania, brother, brother, brother. But it was... It still, when you read that, you're like, oh, I don't really remember him actually using that. But it was okay. The writing was good throughout. And the story it told was very good. But it pretty much told the story of what Lando is, trying to get some cargo for some money to get himself out of an issue that he put himself in. And the story starts to evolve. You start to find more characters. You see his charm. You see the dangers of what he's doing. We see how it affects people around him. And you really get to see a lot more of Lando than you might necessarily usually see. I won't give away if it's a happy or sad ending. But it's a very good ending. It really does do justice to the story, and I think over these 5 issues within this, I don't know if they're doing more. That's something I should check really online, if they're doing more issues, but based on where this story ended, I think this is just going to be one-off issues 1 to 5, none other, because there's not really anywhere else to go, I don't think, that would then affect what they could tell before the film started, because this takes place before we ever meet Lando Calrissian in the films. So overall, if I was to give this comic a rating out of 10, it's a tricky one. I've been going around with 8 or 9. 7 just seems too low. It doesn't seem to do the comic justice, because I love the artwork. The storytelling was perfect. Some of the points where it left you off after each issue was brilliant. But at the same point, I felt there were points within it where it got a little bit flat, and you're like, okay, let's move this along a bit, and then all of a sudden, bang, it was action all of a sudden. It wasn't kind of like a gradual, continual increase. It was kind of like this, and that's why I don't know if I could give it a 9. So I think, honestly, I would give this a 8 out of 10. Star Wars Lando, issues 1 to 5, one-off story done by Marvel. They've done a fantastic job. I really did enjoy it. I would highly recommend it if you can pick it up from your local store, wherever that may be. If you're in the UK, maybe like a Waterstones, or if you're in America, you could look online or your local comic book shop. But I would definitely recommend this 100%. So I hope you guys enjoyed this review. As I said, I didn't want to give too much spoilers away. I did give the general synopsis of him getting himself in trouble trying to search for something, but I didn't want to give anything else away, but you could have found that out from reading the back cover. But I definitely recommend it. As I said, if you did enjoy the video, however, please smash that like button, comment and subscribe for more comic reviews, more Star Wars content, Battlefront, everything to do with the films. And yeah, as always, may the Force be with you.